Yo, what is going on, guys? Friggin' Trades here, bringing you another new weekly stock watch list. Before we get started, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And let's go ahead and get started. So, going into this week with earnings week, now this is the New Year's. Happy New Year, guys. Holidays are out of the way. Big majority of holidays, at least. You know, we still got some more important ones in the future. But as far as all the big holidays for the season, they're all coming to an end. So, market should be going back to normal here. Going with earnings this week, there really isn't too much going on, if I'm being honest. No big names, no big nothing. I mean, Delta Airlines, that's about it. So airlines and then banks are right around the corner. And then after those come, it will be the tech sector. So obviously that's the sector that everyone always has their eyes on and what they're most excited about. So we have that around the corner, but as far as this week goes with earnings, there is nothing too important going on that we really have to worry about. So going into the watch list here for you guys, we'll talk about ES and NQ and where both of those are at. It is something for sure. So when I was charting this yesterday, we did find another bottom on ES here. ES and NQ both pretty much have the same exact look to them, and both relatively moving the same according to each other, which is not always a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either. But moving forward here, as far as ES goes, I'm looking to keep things pretty simple here. I'm going to be looking towards the upside since the beginning of this week. That is what we struggled to get above at the 6,000 area. Above 6,000, I have room up all the way until this 660, 660, 70 area, only because of the trend line we have here that stops us in the 4 hour that it has been respecting for more than a week now. So that is something to keep an eye out for ES. Not too much else going down on there. As far as the downside goes, I'll be looking at this at 58.70 if we decide to come back down. NQ, like I had just said, actually has almost the same setup on it. We have that 4 hour downtrend, and this breaks around 21,800. As far as NQ goes for the upside, obviously near the beginning of the week, we struggled to hold above 21,500 or even 21,600. So for the upside, those are the two areas I'll be looking at. For the downside, we have another double bottom here, which is the 21,000 area. So that is the area that I'll be looking at for the downside. Obviously, with ES and NQ being closer to the upside, that's what we'll be focused on for the meantime. If we happen to gap down tomorrow, that's a whole nother story. If we gap up, you already know with stock hours, we talk about this stuff at pre-market review every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern. We cover these things for you guys. So we'll have to wait and see what these open up at and see what the market provides tomorrow morning. Now, as far as the watch list goes, watch list has been pretty dry. As you guys have seen, the past few watch list videos have been short and sweet. It's going to be the same time or same thing this time around. So with NVIDIA, I got two stocks on here, NVIDIA and Tesla. Nothing new. Our two main stocks of stock hours. Meta isn't one to really talk about because that's really based a lot on market divergence. But as far as NVIDIA goes here, I will be looking at this at 145. Now, the issue with 145 is if I go to the 1 minute, you guys can see here that we literally closed right at it. So I'm expecting this to break pre-market, unfortunately, but if we don't and we reject off of 145, that will be the area of entry that I'll be looking at. The other entry that I have would be around this 145.80, 146 area on NVIDIA if we happen to see a continuation or if 145 breaks pre-market and we still have this level intact. You still have to remember, this is a massive range that NVIDIA has been stuck in for a while, so it's nothing too excited to be hyped up about just because it's still in the same range. But with the momentum, NVIDIA has started picking up recently, breaking outside of its other range that it's been stuck in within this area. We're starting to break out. So it could be an indication that NVIDIA is starting to get some more momentum, more buying pressure to the upside. Who knows, right? We'll see tomorrow morning, see if it has any catalyst or if it's still strong like it was on Friday. So 145 or 146 would be the areas that I'll be looking at for NVIDIA for the meantime. Next up is Tesla, our favorite stock in stock hours. So if I go to the 4 hour or even the 30 minute here, you guys will see what I'm talking about. But on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, you guys can see this trend line that we have that we did end up breaking on Friday. I unfortunately only caught a portion of Tesla below 400. I did not catch anything above that with how crazy that rally was, despite its delivery numbers missing on Thursday, and we happened to recover everything back here. So yeah, here's the 1 hour trend line that I'm talking about. Realistically on Tesla's a really, really great stock to take advantage of on any intraday setups, just because of the follow through and the momentum and the divergence that Tesla can have at times against the market. So It's a really clean, really smooth stock, but it can also bite you and burn you if you're not really careful with it. So it's a stock you need to have a lot of experience in with trading. It's not one of the stocks I really recommend new people to dive their toes into, especially if you're day trading it or scalping it at the degree that we are in stock hours, right? Well, that's why in stock hours we teach you how to trade this stock, and you're able to make thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars with these kinds of strategies in place that we take on Tesla. So going forward here on Tesla, if I go to the 30-minute, it's pretty simple, man. I'll be looking at 415 or maybe even 413, 414 at the highs here. 415 would be realistically the safer area to take on Tesla, but for the meantime, I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just say 415. Anything can happen on Tesla tomorrow morning. It can gap down. It can lose all of the gains it had. It can gap up $10. It can gap up $20. Who knows, right? Tesla is a really crazy stock to really chart over the weekend. So it's a stock you don't really want to dive too deep into. And that's why I had mentioned it earlier with if it does do that kind of stuff with us in stock hours, we like to handle that kind of business and talk with that with you guys as students in the pre-market reviews 30 minutes before market open and give you guys the trade ideas and entries on stocks we're looking at. So with that much more being said, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Pretty short and sweet like it has been. There just hasn't been that very many clean setups. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good rest of the year. And before you leave, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. With that being said, hope you guys take care and peace out.